Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, welcome. Today is the last day. Actually, it's a couple hours before New Year's. So happy New Year's, my lovely. I think it's so funny because Black people always just love to say happy New Year's. It's 1 year. It's a new year, not New Year's. But that's my little rant. Anyways, today's video is about the 25 things that I've learned in my 25 years of living. This video was supposed to be put out during my birthday, but I just felt like I wanted to take my time with this video because there's just a lot that I've learned in the past 25 years, especially this year alone. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I wanted to not rush that process. Before we do get into it though, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my family. And you know, like, I really just love having the engagement. So please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. I don't know about you guys, but this year alone has been such an eye-opening experience. Like, can we talk about it for a second? I've learned so much about myself and about what I do and do not like, about my past. Like, it's just a lot that I've learned. It was very self-reflecting, I guess. But yeah, comment down below the most important thing that you've learned this year in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you have to say. So the first thing that I've learned is getting to know yourself is going to be the most rewarding experience of your entire life. I mean, duh, it makes sense, right? Like, you get to explore and really get to know yourself. Like, no one's gonna know you as good as you know yourself. So take the time to get to know yourself, because when I tell you, it's such a beautiful experience. And I'm really starting to appreciate the process of getting to know myself. So I encourage you guys to do the same. Which leads me to number 2. Spending time with yourself is going to allow you to get to know yourself a whole lot better. Be comfortable with being with yourself. It is so much fun. I mean, I sound like a loner, right? But it's just so comforting to know that your own company is enough. Please guys, if you haven't tried that yet, please, I recommend you take the time to just cater to yourself. If that means going out on a date with yourself, or just even locking yourself in the room, and I don't mean that in an unhealthy way, I just mean take the time to keep yourself company without anybody else's energy interrupting yours. Number 3 is write everything down. I cannot stress that enough. I have a whiteboard so you guys can see. I literally write down everything. If it's like I have to do laundry, I will write it down. This will ensure that you hold yourself accountable to what you need to get done for the day, or for the week, or for the month, or for the year. Like, writing it down can help track your progress. So I encourage you guys to write everything down as well. Number 3, save your money. I cannot stress that enough. Save your money. Save your money. I have a change jar that I keep all of my change that I get. $5, $1. There's a 50 in here because I just, changed it out. But save your money. I know it's so hard to do that right now with everything going on, but even if it's $2, 50 cents, if you're saving money, eventually when you are in desperate need of, some funds, at least you have something put away. I learned that from my mom, actually. She's someone that, takes the time to save money and put it aside so that whenever she needs money, at least she has an available fund. Okay, so there are apps like Albert and I think Digit, and even your bank account. You can set up a savings so that it takes a certain amount of money whenever you can, So save it. Save your money. Promise you. Save your money. Number 4, hold yourself accountable. Accountability is a skill, okay? I think no one realizes that it's a skill, but it's a skill. You need to be able to be so self-aware that you can hold yourself accountable when you do something wrong or when you hurt somebody's feelings. Like, these are things that are super important to self-development, character development, whatever you want to call it. It's important to have. If you can't hold yourself accountable, then no one's going to take you seriously. And that's just the honest truth. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I know that sounds so crazy. Not really. But when you get acquainted and like, when you get excited about being uncomfortable, that is going to help push you and propel you further into whatever you are trying to accomplish. Get very, very familiar with uncomfortability. Is that a word? No, I don't think that's a word. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Period. I promise you, you will find out how much growth you can achieve once you step out of your comfort zone. I've been trying it all year, and I must say, it's very uncomfortable at first, but like I said, you get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's it. That's it, honey. That's it. So speaking of being uncomfortable, I am someone that I'm an introvert. As crazy as that sounds, as odd as that sounds, I'm an introvert. So me doing networking events and, talking to people, that scares me. It scares me. So networking, I want to talk about that. Networking, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Your network is your net worth, okay? Period. So it's not what you know, it's who you know. Somebody that you know who knows somebody who knows somebody might be able to get you further into your career or into life, period. So network, that's it. Number 8, mental health. Mental health is just as important as your physical well-being. If your mental health is not intact, then everything else kind of just crumbles before your eyes. I feel like mental health is a very fundamental thing to acquire, and making sure that you are well mentally can help further you in your career, help further your life in general. Like, make sure, I can't stress that enough. And I keep saying that, but it's just, mental health is so important. If you are self-doubting or self-deprecating, or I don't know, like, you really, really have to sit down and dig deep and try to figure out why you may not be in the best mental health that you can possibly be. And if you need professional help, make sure to seek that out. There are plenty of programs, free programs at that can help you if you need help. Make sure your mental health is intact. Super important. Number 9, your friend group is going to change. It is a sad fact, a sad reality that some people have a hard time accepting. If you don't have the friends that you started out with, that is fine, because that just means that wherever you're going, they can't come with you. It's a sad fact, but tough love, okay? Just like relationships, friendships can help determine what you do and do not like, and can also help you set boundaries. Which brings me to number 10, okay? Setting boundaries, setting boundaries, setting boundaries, okay? Stop allowing certain shit to fly, okay? You need to put your foot down and tell people what you will and will not accept. Because if you don't, then you are allowing people to treat you any which way, and that is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Which brings me to number 10. Do not allow anyone to try to determine your future. You will have people that will put bugs in your ear. And not literally, obviously, but they'll plant seeds and tell you that you should do certain things. And if you feel like it goes against what you want for yourself, put your foot down and let them know that this is your future. It's not theirs. So what you decide is what you have to deal with for the rest of your life. The next thing that I've learned is that female friends as a woman is super, super important. It is so nice to have a group of women that share certain experiences as you, or just they just kind of know you because you are they and they are you. Does that make sense? You know, like, it's just nice to have a different woman's perspective. Number 12, set goals. So I don't know if you guys watched my manifestation video. It was one of the Vlogmas episodes, and I spoke about a teacher that taught me how to set goals. I want to thank her a million times over because this is such an important skill set to acquire. Setting goals and setting specific goals are really going to help you to achieve anything that your heart desires. So make sure that you guys are setting specific goals, okay? It's super important. 13, self-love is the best love. Ari Lennox said it the best. Make sure you love yourself. And I'm not going to say the cliche, you know, saying that if you don't love yourself, then no one else will. People will love you, but you won't know how to accept that love because you have not accepted or learned how to love yourself. So you wouldn't know what someone else loving you looks like. So make sure you take the time out to give yourself some loving. Pause for a second. That is one of the most important things that I like to teach on my channel, through makeup, through whatever I'm doing. The most important thing to me is self-love, and I think you guys will see that throughout my growth as you guys come along with me on my YouTube journey. I just want to say, please, please, please make sure you love yourself. Which brings me to my next point of sticking up for yourself. If you feel like someone is stepping over you and crossing boundaries, then you need to stick up for yourself. This is the time where you put on that nasty attitude if you have to, okay? And let them have it. Don't let nobody push you over. Stand your ground. The next thing that I've learned is to always be open to learning new things. As you go further into life and stuff like that, it's just so important to always want to seek knowledge. Once you stop learning, you stop growing. And that's one thing we don't want to do. We never want to stay stagnant. So always, always, always look for more knowledge. It's everywhere. Next one is say what you mean and mean what you say. I've been learning this a lot lately about saying no or saying yes when I mean no. Mean what you say and say what you mean. The next is do not lower your standards for anyone. If they cannot meet you where you are at, they are not for you. And that goes for friendships, relationships, platonic relationships. It doesn't matter. Always make sure that you do not lower your standards. Obviously, make sure to have reasonable standards. And that's something else I'm starting to learn how to do, because as a Virgo, I have super high standards and sometimes it's not realistic. So check yourself. Check yourself. Which brings me to my next point. Vulnerability. Vulnerability. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to ask for help. Again, this is something that I have struggled with my entire life. I'm one of those people that does not like to ask for help, but it's okay. And there are going to be times where you need it. And I'm letting you know that it's okay to accept help. It's okay. It's okay to forgive. Whew, another one. I feel like I've been conditioned to just like kind of walk away or give up on a relationship, a friendship, what have you, on one mistake. And I don't think that's right. Well, again, I've been learning and I want to help you guys as well and let you guys know that it's okay to forgive. I mean, obviously, I would use your discretion on what you decide to forgive. Small petty shit, please forgive that. Forgive it. So in the midst of me recording this video, I got tired. I needed to take my makeup off, so I just took it off and went to sleep. And as I'm recording this video, I realized that the last two clips, I forgot to turn my mic on. So the last two clips are silent. So I'm going to re-record that right now, right here, and I'm gonna end this video. So the last thing I will say is to make sure that you don't allow fear to get in the way of your plans. Only you and fear are between you and your goals, period. So 2021, we are learning new things.